Sweet pepperoni, do I love samurai pizza cats. These are the Speedy Ceviche figures of my dreams. Both of them. That's right, Yolopark made not one, but two Speedy figures, and they sent me both. Because they're in the same package. They sent me an early promo copy that doesn't even have the box art or full accessories just to check it out, but UPS took it and sat on it for like a whole month, so I didn't even get it by the time I had already ordered my own copy, because you know I love the pizza cats, you know I'm getting doubles. So lucky for you, we have two copies, one with the nice box, packaging, all the frills, all the extras. Am I a terrible influencer? Maybe, but this is what happens when you're an actual fan. Like a year or two ago, HeatBoys did this big mech version of Speedy, which is really cool, but a lot of folks have been wanting more of a 1/12th scale version. I don't know if this one quite fits, but it's a lot closer. When you order from Yolopark, you'll get a nice branded box protecting the contents inside. They even wrap it in a bag to keep it nice and minty. I think Yolopark does really nice packaging. Look at the big artwork. They're showing both figures, Speedy. Even on the back, technically, they give you all the instructions you need. Nice slip cover. This is a model kit, as you can see, but no glue, no paint, no tools required. You just slap that baby together. Look, the red highlights where there is some die-cast features, so it's not all die-cast, but there's kind of that core die-cast skeleton. But if you just want this for a display, inbox collector, not too shabby. The whole set cost me $59.88 on their website. The link in the description if you want to go pick it up. But two Speedy figures for the price of one? $60? That's not bad at all. It is technically a model kit, so it'll come in pieces like this that you do have to put together, but the assembly, pretty easy. ASMR lovers, now's your time. Enjoy it. So don't let the model kit portion discourage you. From this point on, it's just an action figure and some fun accessories. So let's break down what you actually get in this package. Obviously, you get two Speedy figures. The Pizza Delivery Boy Speedy, the Battle Armor Speedy. Both of these, pretty awesome, pretty detailed, fully painted, not skimping anywhere. You get 4 different faces. So you have a standard normal face, and then you have this like kind of angry peed off face. You get a very expressive happy face, then you get a much more scared worried face. They all swap back and forth with each of the figures, no issues as you'll see. You get this cool like jetpack pizza carrier delivery booster thing. It opens up and you can put inside the very nicely detailed pizza. I don't know about all those toppings, but yeah, it's what people like. Put it in there, bam, you're ready to go. And that just goes on his back there. It slots in there. So put that in there. There's also, if you don't want to wear the backpack, you can put this little like back filler there. So they thought of everything so you don't have unsightly holes. Of course, you get an array of hands, so you get these like open, normal, relaxed hands. The other Speedy, he has like the sword holding hands. Those are really good. Then you get 2 like peace sign hands to calm everybody down when you fucked up their pizza. And then you get like 2 fists. Pretty cool. You get his regular katana and scabbard, which is nicely detailed, nicely painted. You get a scabbard that has the sword pulled out, but the Ginzu sword's still in there. So if you want a scabbard with no Ginzu sword, technically no. The swords themselves are very nice. They're not like super flimsy, but they do have some bend to them, so they're a good middle ground. They don't feel too brittle. They don't feel too bendy. The Ginzu sword is the same way. I like the paint job. Very nice look. Then you get this fun little acrylic set. So you have the pizza ovens that they cook the pizza in and then shoot themselves out and during the transformation sequence. And you have a little table and chair set for the restaurant with 2 extra chairs. I paired it up with this 3D printed diorama, and I think it works really nice. It's nice that Yolopark does these fun little extras that can go along a different display or diorama you have to really set the scene. Let's check out the articulation on these cats. We have Speedy here, so you have a little bit on the ears. That's nice. Of course, they turn and swivel. You could do them all the way around if you wanted to. The head, ooh, that's, whoa. Check that out. That's some, they did, like, it's the little, like, hinge thing there, so you can, like, you can do the standard side to side, but then it, like... He is a cyborg cat, so, you know, like, you have the leeway to do it. So he can look up, you know, he can look... That's pretty cool. That's way more than I would have thought. More folks should implement something like that. You have kind of actually a bit of a butterfly joint going on. You can see inside there, there's some, like, there's an actual connection that comes out even beyond just like the ball peg in there. So you can get like a decent amount. It's okay. Full Townsend, of course. The pauldron, okay, that might be a pain. You can actually see like kind of what the full range of the arm is, and there's the bicep cut. Is that double joint? Yeah, double jointed elbows. You have like the hand spinning on the ball there. So that's pretty dang cool. Obviously, the pauldron is going to limit what you can do, right? But, like, pretty good, honestly. And then in terms of an ab crunch, I mean, you actually are crunching forward some. It just doesn't necessarily look like it. So you're going from this. I'm trying to keep the head to this. So it's not a ton. It does swivel around there. Like so. You have the sword there. Let's take the sword out, because you can swivel the sword around as needed. Right, that's pretty cool. The legs, oh yeah, full splitsies on this bad boy. Kicking up, kicking there. And you have even like a bit of a drop down hip action. So actually, like, the tail, oh, this tail, what about that ball joint? But you can get full-on splits in both directions, and then you have not a double jointed knee, you have a single, but you're getting the full like 90 there. So that's honestly pretty dang good. And then the feet also have kind of like a thing that boings out. So you're rocking around, you have that. Then you have the toe hinge. So that, I don't know, pretty good articulation on this little robo feline. The second one is where things might get a little more hairy, of course. The ears the same. Same thing going on with the neck, right? So you're getting about the same. The shoulders, no butterfly here. You have like these pauldron things. This waist, the waist, yeah. The bicep cut. Yep. Oh, okay. Jesus. Double jointed elbows. I don't like this. Like this part, the flaps on the skirt, very nice. It's like this is like metal, right? Like that's super cool. You can see kind of the drop down hip action too. You know, so like you're getting a lot of good range there. Same knees, same toe hinge. But this fucking connection, I don't like this. Just at all. I don't like it at all. Like, because it's got to go through like this fucking thing. Here, let's do that. Like it's going, I feel like it's going through as much as it can. You have like the little slit there. right? Like there's no daylight there. But then it just like you have the two bodies, so like I guess this guy you're really like you're not doing the crazy shit. But I would like a deeper, better connection, you know, because it's just gonna like, like, I don't know. This part, it's not great. It's cool that it's fluid and it can move around, but and it's not like loosey goosey. But I just hate shit where it's just like popping off as you're like messing with it. But that's fine. I will say the way yours works may be the luck of the draw. This one, like, this one just has like a bad connection. It's not, it doesn't go tight enough. I don't know why. This guy, though, is like rock solid. So hopefully you get like a tighter, better one. I do think they need to like make this connection a lot better. Like if you put it in like without the thing, it's fine enough. But anytime you have like a weird, complicated thing where it's like you have to line up this key, maybe yours like fits good, maybe yours doesn't, like trying to like put these together, it's kind of like a SHF Zorro kind of thing going on where like you can do it, but it's just like very finicky and shitty. So not a fan of that. Hopefully you get like a nice, good, tight one, right? I haven't put together the other regular body, but yeah, I'm awash with Speedies. In terms of the swords, it's interesting the way they did it. So there's a sword in the scabbard. This doesn't come out. And then there's a scabbard where it's all pulled out, right? And then you get the two swords. So it would be cool like you can't, for instance, you can't do the Ginzu sword being pulled out. They didn't give you the option for that. So that one kind of crappy, but you can imagine this is pulled out of the scabbard. So if you wanted to have him where well, that's a right. And then if you want to do some face swaps, not a lot of grip. So you gotta wiggle it off. Just put that in there. So that then he's a little more fierce. He's really, he's had a bad time at the pizza counter, and then his counterpart goes from, scared to maybe he's like, yeah, come on. The only thing we're missing is his Goonie bird and the extra crazy armor, which you can see on the HeatBoys version. Overall, I do very much prefer the yolopark version. Maybe they'll double down and do the extra versions later. And then we're on to the sense of scale and how it will pair with other figures. Obviously, this is going to do a lot better job than the HeatBoys version, but it's still a big giant cat, right? Like, there's no getting around that. Does it work with the 2012 Turtles? Is Raph freaked out? Sure, but it's a cyborg cat, so that could still work. I think it goes just as well with the Super 7 Donatello at that point, freaked out by the b-ball action, but not bad. My favorite pairing is probably with these Mondo soft vinyl turtles. So what are these, like 1/6 scale? I don't know the size on that. Maybe their future Donatello will come even better. I think the cat being at his like waist-ish, maybe the biceps is the best. Putting him with the Ling Juan Raph is a pretty good comparison too, though he's still got like a big giant Freako cat head. So your mileage may vary. Let me know what you think. Who fits best? How cool is it that after so many freaking years, we're finally getting awesome Samurai Pizza Cats figures? I know there's been a few versions overseas, but stateside, we've had nothing. So especially along with the video game coming out, there's never been a better time to jump into Samurai Pizza Cats. If you want to watch the anime, good luck. It's been like wiped from everywhere. Catch it on YouTube, I guess. I highly recommend watching the anime. Good luck though. The streaming platforms have had it. They've taken it off. They're putting it back. I don't know what's going on. Catch it on YouTube. It's well worth it. All the meta humor, the jokes, the action. If it feels that like Power Rangers, the power up, the cool transformation, it hits that, but it's funny. It's just a whole ton of fun. Samurai Pizza Cats is freaking awesome. I'm so glad Yolopark is going all in. I believe they're doing all the cats, and hopefully we get many more figures. Thanks as always for watching. It's always been a blast.